Welcome to another episode of the Neoliberal podcast. I'm Renaldo McKenzie, your host and creator. Today we're supposed to be having Dr. Nelva Lee on the show. She is from Georgia. She's running to be the next superintendent of schools in Georgia. And of course, yes, I've been talking with her, I've been emailing her and just asking her about her platform. She did respond by sending us some information. And I have some follow-up questions. I asked her yesterday. I said, "Can you tell me about trade schools, what it is, and how her career in healthcare helped to develop trade schools?" And she did say trade schools are career-focused education programs that equip students with practical job-ready skills in fields like healthcare, construction, electrical work, technology without requiring a traditional four-year degree. They're one of the fastest paths to economic mobility, especially for students who are not best served by purely academic track. She went on to say that her work in healthcare has made this issue very real for her. And as a licensed nursing home administrator, she spent decades dealing with workforce shortages, CNAs, medical assistants, interpreters, roles that are essential but consistently understaffed. What she sees is a lack of opportunity, but what she sees is not a lack of opportunity, but a disconnect between education and real world needs. That is why she strongly advocates for integrating trade certification directly into high schools. Every student in Georgia should graduate not only with a diploma, but with a marketable skill, whether that's a certified nursing assistant's license, a medical interpreter certification, or a skilled trade. This creates immediate income opportunities and reduces dependency on student loan. Of course, I had some follow-up questions, and of course for her because she praised trade certification as a pathway to economic mobility, saying that certifications themselves often require funding, material, and institutional support. Okay, so my follow-up question was that if certifications still carry costs, how does her model truly reduce reliance on student loans rather than simply shifting where the financial burden sits? Is she advocating for state-funded certification pathways, public-private partnerships, or employer-sponsored pipelines? And how would that be implemented at scale? And of course, I wanted to push a little bit further by asking her how does she ensure that trade pathways don't become a separate and potentially unequal track for lower income students rather than an empowered choice. Of course, and then I asked her about the fact that, and I asked her a second question as it relates to AI, the future of work and apprenticeship. I said to her that the world is not standing still. I mean, well, that's my question would have been to her. It's humming, it's evolving, it's rewriting itself in code and security. So the follow-up question is that trade schools traditionally respond to current workforce demands. But how does her vision prepare students for a future shaped by AI, automation, and rapidly evolving industries? And on a deeper level, does she see a role for reintroducing structured apprenticeships similar to historical models in partnership with industries? And how might that bridge the gap between education and the future of work rather than just today's labor shortages? But moving right along, Nelva Lee is running to be the next superintendent of schools in Georgia. I'm not sure if this is her texting me